the name of Almighty God, the beneficent, the merciful, the one God to whom praise is certainly forever due. We thank Almighty God Allah, that one who is the creator of all things, and to him who is the sender of all the great and wonderful servants that have come in a mighty line of divine. Dear brothers and sisters, none of us, I don't care how old any of us get to be in this wicked world, even though they have told you this is a new year, none of us could thank God enough for not one servant. But since we are told that it is 2017, let us start this year off by thanking the creator of this sovereign world, the creator of every planet, every bird, every bee, every grass, every insect that is on this planet. Let us thank him for Abraham. Man, what a man. You gotta love Abraham. For Abraham is considered in the three great monotheistic religions. Jews say that Abraham is their father. Christians say he's our father too. And the Muslims, they also claim Abraham as their father. And he is. The only question, who slipped in between all of us telling lies, causing us to choose one servant over another when all of them came from the one God? Somebody have started gangbanging in the name of God's servant. And many of us are guilty in practicing and participating in what the great Shaitan has caused. Let us thank God for Moses, for we need a Moses type today.
Yes, sir.
For Moses, the emancipator, came to break the chain of slavery enforced on the children of Israel by Pharaoh. Those Israelites was in bondage for 400 years.
Yes, sir.
And when God sent Moses, I'm sorry, he did not send Moses to integrate the children of Israel with Egypt. He told Moses, you go tell Pharaoh, I said, let my people go. But the people of that time, even though they was in bondage, they was beaten day in and day out. So much so, they was mistreated, they was abused. But it's something about being abused over time to where you go in agreement with it.
All right.
And then you start defending the person who's beating the hell out of you. You ever known a sister like that?
Yes, sir.
Who's with a no good man and you keep telling her, leave that knuckle. He ain't no good, and she fights you. And she turns into his defense attorney. He gonna be all right. He didn't mean to knock my eye out. Don't worry, I can get some false tooth. I mean, that's real.
Yes, sir.
They did not want to leave Pharaoh, so God had to force it.
Come on.
They love Pharaoh money. They love Pharaoh lifestyle. They fell in love with Egypt because Egypt had all of these beautiful buildings. And God said, leave. And they asked Moses, where you taking us? To the wilderness. You You want me to leave this? For the wilderness? You want me to leave this to go back to Africa? I ain't no African.
Okay. All right.
I think we need a man like Moses today. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
Because you and I have not fared well.
That's right.
In America, we've been here nearly 500 years. What do you have? I think we need a Moses today.
Yes, sir.
Let us thank God for Jesus. He's so misunderstood. Jesus is misunderstood from his birth to his death and even his color. How can you in 2017 still believe that Jesus is a white man?
Think about it.
Here is a people who suffer from the white God syndrome. Even white people are suffering from that lie. The biggest lie ever told was around Jesus' life. And when that is cleared up, people will begin to throw off the shackles of this great satanic world. I thank God for Jesus, for we need one like him today, and in fact, we got one.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
You just missing him. So we thank God for that man, and we thank him for Muhammad. Muhammad, the Arabian prophet. In fact, go study. Every prophet, major prophet, all came from the Arabian Peninsula. None of them knew anything about English. Not even Jesus. None of them knew nothing about Christianity. It's a new religion. It's young. Jesus never uttered the word Christianity because he didn't speak English. I'm sorry. So all of the prophets came from that area, and now many of our ancestors who came in the holds of ships, many were Muslims, and that is the religion that the oppressor wanted to break us from, because no Muslim would call the white man master, because God is only master in our life. So they had to hurry up and get rid of the Kunta Kinte types.
Come on.
Huh? And it took 64 years for them to break us and our family, since we couldn't worship the religion of our mothers and fathers. We sung about it.
That's right.
We sung it in this wise: give me that old time religion. They were working the hell out of us. White folks didn't even realize what we were singing about. We couldn't mention it by name. We just had to envision it by song. And somehow singing the white folks got them to not look at us so rough. They didn't know we was using Ebonics back then. So I thank God for these wonderful servants of his. But let me tell y'all something. It's 2017, and I came out today to bring y'all some good news.
All right. All right. All right.
LA needs some good news.
Yes, sir.
And everywhere else needs some good news. I came to bring you some good news, family. The black man, the brown man, and the red man, you need some good news.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Because the bad news is you got an agitator in the White House.
Thank you, Bob.
Come on, brother.
I like it.
Yeah.
Because black, brown, and red people, we don't seem to unite unless somebody got their foot in our backside.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
I don't like these presidents who act like a fox. I'd rather have a wolf. They're both from the dog family. They just attack two different ways. The fox never attacks its prey from the front.
That's right. That's right.
A fox always works his way behind you with his head low to the ground. But that wolf,
Teach, Muhammad.
show you them teeth. Gonna be a while. I'm putting all Muslims out. I ain't giving black folks nothing. They need jobs. Look at them. They're in bad shape. Let's get rid of them. I like that kind of cracker. I can't stand the ones that rub us on the back like Hillary was going to do. And then stab us in the stomach. Huh?
Come on.
I'm not upset when a man tell me he don't like me. He have enough courage and he's truthful and he tell me to my face, I don't like you. I bow to that kind of person. And I sure appreciate your honesty.
That's right. That's right.
But guess what? I don't like you either. And then I'm gonna turn around and say, what the hell you gonna do about it? You planning anything? What's wrong with us, man? Waiting on some benevolent white person to validate us.
Yeah.
Most of us love it when they rub us on the head.
Come on.
Oh, I came to bring you some good news.
All right.
The good news is the black, the brown, the red, and the yellow man are all original people.
All right.
Did y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Did you know, or do you know, that this book called the Bible, you are in it from Genesis to Revelation under hidden names? That this book, the Bible, we are taught in the nation of Islam that the original man is all wise, all knowing. Our ancestors are so smart. See? As well as Caucasians, they're very smart. One thing about Caucasian people, they can write history down after it happens.
Right.
And they keep a good record of history after it happens. Guess what your fathers is able to do? Huh? Original people are so wise that we can pre-write history before it happens, and it's called prophecy. And we as a people now, because our ancestors had the power of tuning in to the thinking of every human being on the planet, and from tuning in, they could calculate what was going to happen. So we write prophecy, and you and I are walking right in it. So stop reading the Bible as if it's a history book. It is actually prophecy to be fulfilled, and you and I are walking right in it. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Jesus said that one was coming after him. A man came. Wickedly wise Caucasians know our history. The wickedly wise, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts. I believe these Caucasians are in fact part of the satanic forces. They know who we are.
Yes, sir.
And they have enough money, enough influence, enough power to hide it from us, but they know. And they knew that one was coming.
That's right.
Because when you read your Bible or you read your Quran, Allah always raised one from a suffering people to lead that people out. Did y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
It's 2017. Y'all need to wake up.
Yes, sir.
If I catch you nod down, I'm going to come out the rostrum and bust you upside the head. No, I'm just kidding. I have another brother do it. A man came. He came from the east. His beautiful name is Master Farad Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Born right outside of Mecca.
Uh-huh.
Specially chosen to come after the black, the brown, and the red man in the wilderness of North America. Jesus prophesied about this in this wise. He told his disciples that the Son of Man was going to come from the east to the west. At that time, Jesus was in the east, in Africa. What's considered the far west is North America.
Yes, yes.
He described America by predicting the animal that America would choose as its logo.
Come on.
Jesus said, wherever the eagle is gathered, there the carcass shall be. He described our situation as a carcass. A carcass is that which is dead.
Wow.
But family, there's 3 deaths that can occur in any human being's life. The highest form of death is spiritual. The second level of death is mental death. And the third and lowest level of death is physical death. How can one be spiritually murdered?
Good question.
By disconnecting them from their true and living God and switching it.
All right.
I wonder, has a switch been made on us?
Come on.
Y'all looking at me like I'm crazy.
No, sir. Come on.
Did somebody take our ancestors' religion and replace it with another?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Didn't we have a God before Caucasians came into Africa?
Yes, sir.
Wasn't we doing all right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We saw them coming out of the caves and hillsides of Europe. The Native Americans saw Kemosabe lost. And they landed on these shores smelling like rotten flesh.
Come on.
And the Native Americans saw Caucasian people in need, and they embraced them, and in return, what happened to them? And that's why the Bible said, and the white horse went out, and the rider was dead. Everywhere this horse went, it took death, misery, but it went out to conquer and for conquering.
Come on.
Come on, y'all. Y'all gonna get taught today. I'm fired up. It's 2017.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna get some great teachings. This teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad cannot be defeated.
That's right.
The only thing about the teachings of Elijah Muhammad that you have to wrestle with is liking it. You just say, I don't like it. But you can't say we lying.
Right. That's right.
You don't like it because it's clashing with ideas that you believe in that's a lie.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
And you had to lie for so long that when the truth comes, it interpolates your lying behind self. You've been believing in that cracker Santa Claus so long, but when the truth comes, you don't want to let Santa go.
Right.
Let me get through this salutation. That man came, family. He showed up July the 4th, 1930, and he found Elijah Muhammad. In Detroit, Michigan. He taught him for 3.5 years and left. And that man, Elijah, who only had a 4th grade education, Master Farad Muhammad picked him out of a death file called Negro. Cleaned him up, polished him up, taught him, and he fulfilled that part of the scripture. He became the first begotten of the spiritually and mentally dead. He also fulfilled another prophecy where Jesus said these words, how is this man who is not lettered learn? Elijah Muhammad only had a 4th grade education.
Think about it.
Y'all know y'all went to USC.
Yes, sir.
Now you're a Trojan. You come back to the hood with your new way of speaking. You left with, what's up, cuz? What's up, homie? You came back, hi, how are you? Huh? Practicing your Caucasoidism on us. See, it's nothing wrong with speaking grammatically correct, but whose spirit are you in
Right.
when you come back? Are you looking down on the people that you're supposed to get up under?
Come on now.
That's right.
How is this man who's not lettered learn? That Elijah Muhammad, man. He didn't pull no punches. In the 30s, he went to white people and told them, you the devil. They didn't say, no, we're not. See? What were you doing, Elijah? God gave Elijah a mirror. He said, put the mirror up in front of the whole group of Caucasians. It don't mean that white skin is devil. We were showing them their attitude, their way. And if it is some good Caucasian, they wasn't fighting against the wicked one.
That's right. That's right. Come on.
And in some cases, as I travel and I meet with Caucasians, what troubled me sometimes is the few Caucasians who was killed in the civil rights. Some of them make it seem like those few people's life is worth more than all the black people that died. Now we lost 100 million coming here. You lost 4 Caucasians in the civil rights movement, and you say, well, we died too. 4. Okay, 40 of y'all. Okay, 400 of y'all. But 100 million didn't even make it. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
See, that's why I like the Nation of Islam, because it is the house where you have to come to return back to being black. Because in here we teach a black knowledge, we teach a black history. And when I say black, I mean brown and red too. Because black is not a color. Black is original. It is the essence from which all color comes from. It's not hate teaching. That's true.
Teach, Muhammad.
White people don't have to brag about being white. You live in their culture.
Come on. Look out.
They don't have to brag about being the best. They at the top. So I thank God for that Elijah Muhammad. That man was so wise that his mind became feminine.
That's right.
And from his mind, he could give birth to a child.
Right.
Come on, teach.
And from his mind, he was so wise that he was feeding his spiritual wisdom into the head of another man so that when he would leave, he could say, for unto us a child was born.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For unto us a son was given, and he sat Minister Farrakhan in his seat, and he gave him to us. I'm sorry, he didn't give us his son Wallace. I'm sorry for y'all. We respect Wallace, but he wasn't sat in the seat.
That's right.
And this is what's problematic for some of these physical lowing children. Some of us think that a physical child is more powerful than a spiritual child.
Yes, sir.
A spiritual child is more powerful
That's right.
than a physical one.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes these physical children ain't no damn good.
Right. That's right.
They give the prophets hell.
That's right.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna tell you, it's nothing sometimes wonderful about being a minister with children.
Yes, sir.
Because the children are measured to what the father is doing, and that's too much pressure
Right.
on a child.
Right.
So the child may rebel so that they won't be seen as something so righteous that they can't fit yet.
Right. Yes, sir.
Noah had some no good sons.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because a lot of people think that bloodline entitles you to a throne. No, no. That man said, a Farrakhan. Wherever you see him, what? Look at him. Wherever he tell you to go, move out. Fast moving, quick thinking. Right down to the modern time. Right? Wherever he tell you to stay from, stay from. He said, this man is the baddest preacher I have in the bounds of North America.
Yes, sir.
So it is in their names that I greet all of you that are in this room to my original family. I greet you all in the greeting words of peace. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam, sir.
Brothers and sisters, let's give brother student minister Reza a round of applause. We thank him for opening. We thank you for taking time out of your schedule. I pray that you've gotten over what you had and what you did. Last night, we ain't going to ask you, where were you? Because we don't care. We just so glad you're here. Even if you nod now from whatever you had. Did you count down?
No, sir.
10, 9, 7, 6. Where y'all took me? All of this paganistic worshiping.
Right, right,
Sir.
right.
And then you turn around and claim Jesus with all of this crap.
Yes, sir.
Can you imagine a person sing about calling black women B's and H's?
Yes, sir.
And they get a Grammy and they thank Jesus.
Right, right.
You thanking Jesus for calling a black woman or a brown woman a B, a H? You down there dancing naked at the Grammys and you get an award and
Come on.
thank Jesus for me representing him as a H. I believe Jesus will take a stick out
Come on.
Sir.
and say, how dare you thank me for you influencing people to practice Satanism.
Right. That's what it is.
You want me to love you for teaching my people smoking weed and getting high?
Come on.
And you think I'm gonna bless you? See, what you really should do is say, I want to give all honor to the white God
Come on.
for blessing me with this Grammy. To my Lord and Savior, white people. Instead of thanking Jesus, why don't you thank Oscar? Who the hell is Oscar? Didn't say, oh, I thank God. No, thank Oscar. And thank the Academy Award of white people.
Right.
Right.
But God didn't have nothing to do with that.
Right. Right.
It's going to be, y'all buckle down today.
Let's go.
I'm going to try not to cuss. Because we're going to go into part 2 by the grace of God. Christmas, the big lie.
Right.
Up with Jesus, down with Santa, part 2.
Yes, sir.
You're here to witness and hear part 2 of a lecture that I would like to bring you from my study of the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. What a wise teacher. That man, in my humble opinion, was taught a perfect truth.
Right.
I am honored to be a student of his in the class of his head student. That man, as I study my teacher, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, as I look at him and I watch his footsteps, I can see every prophet personified in Minister Farrakhan.
Yes, sir.
I ain't say what you say, I'm telling you what I see.
Yes, sir.
In my opinion, he comes in the volume of the book, meaning from whatever angle you are looking at Minister Farrakhan, he will remind you of every great leader who's ever existed. At some point, he's saying to our Caucasian rulers, let my people go. I can hear Moses.
Right.
In Atlanta, Georgia, he was saying we shouldn't pay taxes. Render unto America what is America. Jesus said something similar. Render unto Caesar. What is Caesar? Yeah. I'm hearing Minister Farrakhan say, worship no God but God.
Right.
Trying to pull us away from worshiping Jay-Z, worshiping Beyonce. These are new idols. I'm hearing Jesus come out of him when he said, put off the old man and woman. Will you reject that old man and woman you was in 2016? Don't settle with who you are this year. Stop saying that's just the way I am when somebody figure out your madness.
Come on. Let me be.
Or my madness.
Come on.
They see we crazy as hell.
Right.
And you just say, well, that's just the way I am.
Right.
Well, stop being that way.
Right.
I'm just stubborn. Stop it. I just go off real easy. Well, stop damn going off real easy.
That's right.
Let me get here. Brothers and sisters, by Allah's grace, y'all got paper, pad, and pencil. This is school. I'm not interested in preaching. I want to come from the premise. Let's go in the Bible. How many of you got a Bible either here or at home? Raise your hand. Okay. If you don't have a Bible, you know what I'm getting ready to instruct you to do, right? Go to a hotel. By yourself. Open that top drawer in the nightstand. There's a Bible. It's called Gideon. Get it. Get it. And then walk away with it. It's yours. They will never come after you. They won't charge it to your credit. Oh, you don't have a credit card. Oh no, we got bad credit. So, we're going to go into the book of Jeremiah. My goal is this. The Almighty God of this universe, we're taught from the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that God created the universe in truth. In what? Truth. God only loves truth. Let me tell y'all something. God don't even tell fairy tales. I don't know where y'all get that from. He will not lie that a wolf can talk. God would have never wrote a book called The Three Little Bears and have them bears talking. And you reading that lie to your children at 1 year old, at 2 year old, and then they go to the zoo at 4 and they get in the bear cage walking to what they think is yogi.
That's right.
And the bear like, huh? You gotta teach what a bear is.
That's right.
Or they see a lion and they going to feed it. They gotta know the truth. Y'all with me?
Yes, sir.
God would never tell a lie to your children that little rotten tooth that fell out of his mouth and you put it on the pillow, that some good tooth fairy did that. That is a lie. Now, let me say this. Don't get mad at me because I see some of y'all minds right now throwing daggers at me. See, I told you I'm going to interfere with lies that you've gone in agreement with. And here is your, as we are taught, your deceptive intelligence to make you feel all right with the lie is what the problem is. What's wrong when your children's teeth fall out of their mouth if you just want to give them a quarter for that rotten tooth? What's wrong with you telling them you put the money under there?
Right.
What's wrong with you getting a hug?
That's right.
Instead of you deferring their love to some mystery that don't exist. Now the child hugging that 50 cent, wishing to meet the good tooth fairy. They would have hugged you.
Tragic.
Why you gave a year's worth of hard work to a fat white Santa Claus in the North Pole that don't exist? Lie to your children. You put some milk there. You bit that damn cookie. In fact, you ate a few cookies. You drank the milk and lied that Santa had been there in your apartment in Watts in Imperial Court, and the child come out scratching his head and said, well, we ain't got no chimney. But the children go for the lie because they want the present. So you walking with your children in the mall, they won't behave when you ask them to, and then they see Santa and they break from your arm and they run and jump and hug Santa. Come on, a cracker they don't even know. They will mind him because you told him he wants you to be naughty or nice, and if you've been bad, and they'll get around Santa Claus and behave, but won't behave around you. That ain't right. Sitting in a white man's lap, you don't even know if he's a pedophile.
Right.
Come on. Making his leg go up and down with your daughter on it. Come on. I hear you. I go to a black Santa Claus. Worse. Because the black child don't like a black Santa. Don't tell me I was in the mall. I went to Fox Hill. They had a black Santa in there, and I watched the children from the ghetto when he can get in his lap. They were saying, that ain't Santa dog. Come on, bro. Black Santa, man. Black Santas are the saddest Santas you ever want to meet. Don't nobody want to get in their damn lap. Y'all all right? We're going to have fun while we're learning. Caucasian people are going to have to come into some realities.
That's right.
And so are we.
Yes, sir.
Caucasian people was given a time to rule. The Bible gave them 6 days. And in the book of Timothy, he said, a day in God's eye equals 1,000 years, and 1,000 years equals a day. But on the 7th day, your rule will be put to rest. Caucasian people are losing rulership. Sorry to bring you bad news. The word rule, one of its definition is not just rule in a dominant way, holding people under dominant control. One of the definitions of rule also means influence. They're losing influence. God says, as it was in the beginning, so shall it be what? In the end. I wish I had an American flag. I'll show you what Elijah Muhammad taught us about the American flag that was designed by an original person. It has 7 red stripes and 6 white stripes, 50 stars in a field of blue. It starts with a red stripes and it ends with a red stripes, and it has 6 white stripes dividing 7 red stripes. That's how they've been able to rule. They divide and what? Conquer original people. It starts with a red, as it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. Now, Obama. See? In my humble opinion, I believe Obama is a part of the setting sun of the Western way of existence. A black man rose to prominence in America. He's the 44th president, and in the 45th surah of the Holy Quran is titled The Drought. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to read something to you about Jeremiah. Jeremiah, the 10th chapter. And every Christian that's listening to me, particularly you pastors, I was honored to go to a church over on Adams this past week. There was a funeral there. And I was allowed to say a few words at this beautiful human being's funeral. But they had the biggest damn Christmas tree I ever seen in my life in there. Right next to the pulpit.
Wow.
And when the brothers and I and a sister walked into the church, they knew we was Muslim, and I watched the pastor get uneasy. I watched him. He did not like that the family wanted me to have a few words. But I saw that big Christmas tree up in there. He didn't frown at that. Hell, he helped put it up. Now I'm getting ready to read something, Christians. Buckle up.
How do you know it?
I know you know it. I'm talking to those of us who don't know it, because I just learned it a few minutes ago. You know, when Paul and the disciples went into Europe to try to enlighten Caucasian people, they were savages. Did y'all know that? This is their history. It's a humble way. It's nothing to make mockery of. Caucasian people in their history are known to be cavemen and women, because they lived in the caves and hillsides of Europe. While in the cave, they were so ignorant that when their ancestors would die, they didn't even bury them. Their bodies would rot right in front of them. Because they didn't know how to bury their dead.
Yes, sir.
They used to climb trees. They loved to climb. They climbed on. They lived in trees, lived in caves.
Yes, sir.
The Holy Quran says that the only thing that would befriend them was a dog. They used to sit dogs at the opening of the cave.
Right.
And this is why Caucasians today call a dog their best friend. Got you doing it too. No, man, they do. They love dogs, don't they? But you don't start acting like, I watch it. I see the dog tongue. They be licking the dog back. Now, black people, we used to say, ugh, but now we done, some of y'all, boy. If they catch you hurting the dog, they'll deal with you. They'll walk right up to you. All chipper. Don't do that. They'll take that dog away from you.
Sure would.
I have a joke that I say. Homie in the hood walking his pit bull. Him and the pit bull get hit by a car. And the ambulance come and they pick up the dog and leave the brother laying in the front.
Right?
They have more affinity with an animal than they do black people or brown people or red people. I'm not making mockery.
Right.
I'm just teaching facts.
That's right.
I'm sorry. I will never let a dog lay in the bed with me.
Right.
I'm in the bed with my wife, and Roscoe jump in the bed. I'm like, the hell you doing, Roscoe? He in the middle. Dog? You know what my dog gonna be? Outside whining. White people gonna let him in. No, hell no. He ain't got no, they'll have a seat at the table. You go to white folks' house for dinner and they sit their shepherd right next to you. This is as a result of their time in the caves. They lost wisdom. They lost light. Go and look at their movies about cavemen. There's a movie called Quest for Fire, where Caucasians lost so much wisdom, they became so ignorant, they made everything a god. They did not know the seasons change. They didn't realize that the earth rotated around the sun. They thought the sun was going away, so they started worshiping the sun. They used to build fires all around Europe and burn these fires. They used to dig trenches in a circle and drop shrubbery in it. That's where you get your wreaths from in Christmas. And they would set them on fire in hope that it brings the sun back. They didn't know it's just the seasons is changing. Huh? The seasons is changing. It's turning winter. It'll be back in 4 months. They didn't have that knowledge. They did not know how to cook their food. They would kill an animal and start eating it on the spot.
Yeah.
It's a part of their tradition even today when it comes to hunting. In the South, I had a white friend who wanted me to go hunting with them when I was in high school. And I said, okay, well, what is that about? Well, we go hunting deer every year. And you know, white people have to make a law that they can only hunt for so long, or they'll kill everything. It's okay, you got 2 months to hunt. After that, they have to pass a law, or they'll kill everything. Because the scripture said they feet are swift to shed blood. He said, now, Tony, when you go with us, your first kill, you're going to have to drink the blood of your first kill. That's why I said, huh? I said, say that again. Now listen, Tony, we're going to go hunt deer. I had bought all my little outfit, man, bought my little camouflage, had my little BB gun. They laughed. They said, where you going with that? I said, to hunt deer. They gave me a bazooka. And they said, your first kill, you have to drink the blood from your first kill. I said, I can't go hunt with y'all. This is why you done got like that too. A lot of Caucasians like blood in their meat. That's right. Because we was taught they ate meat raw. Y'all be trying to, y'all be with them, go to dinner with them. Y'all to hear them say, I would like when I read a lot of blood. You say, me too. I go, I said, I want mine burnt. Something they'll bring it back. I open up. I said, no, take this back. I need it black all up in there too. One waiter said, why are you doing that? Why you want it crunchy? I said, I want to eat something that reminds me of me. So, during that time, Caucasians, according to the scripture, became heathens or savage. The definition of savage is a person that have lost the knowledge of him or herself and are living the life of a beast. That's us in America. Look at Jeremiah. Y'all with me? I wanted to tell the preacher at the church I went to, I wanted to read this to him to see if he agreed or disagreed. Listen at what Jeremiah warned of. Chapter 10, verses 1 through 8. Listen at these words. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. Learn not the way of the what? Heathen. And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. Be not dismayed at what? Signs of heaven. Meaning sun, moon, star, planets. Don't be dismayed at that. That ain't nothing for you to be tripping on, is what God is saying. He said, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Listen to what he said. For the custom of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest. The work of the hands of the workman with an axe. He's telling you what they do. For one do what? Cutteth a tree out of the forest. Listen at this. Verse 4 says, and they deck it with silver and gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not. Some of y'all are getting upset. You're going to go to this verse and throw it away, huh? They are upright as palm tree, but speak not. They must need to be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. Y'all hear?
Yes, sir.
What is that a sign of in your mind? Does that sound like a Christmas tree?
Yes, sir.
I've asked pastors in LA this question. Some of them act like they've never read it before. There are many pastors who know this verse and refuse to allow a Christmas tree anywhere in their church. Good for them. You may be a Christian. You may hear this. See, and you're always trying to tell us as Muslims what we are not. And when we show you you're wrong as a Christian, will you adjust to the truth? Or will you tell the Bible, go to hell, I'm going with Satan and the heathen? That's right. That's right. Because this book says, follow not the way of the heathen. Don't you be dismayed at sun, moon, and stars. Because I'm going to show you that they put this everywhere in their culture. Right. So I'm going to use this as a backdrop for where we're about to go. Jeremiah 10, verses 1 through 10. What year is this? Who told you that lie? See, white people, you were given a time to rule. Guess what God allowed Caucasians to do? Rename everything. Right. Right. Can I ask you a question? Original people, who ruled in the beginning?
We did.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Because some of y'all act like you're scared. Did original people rule before Caucasians? How many of you believe that? Okay, great. It's a good class. Well, question. There is a law of opposites. It's a law of opposites. See? You can't even start your car unless there's an opposing thing going on to get that car to start. It's called a battery. That battery has a positive charge and a what? Negative charge. Two opposing things, according to law, cannot occupy the same space at the same time. One has to rule and the other one has to submit to the other's rule. Everything in nature has a natural enemy. Oh, I'm getting this out. See, y'all don't see, you gotta go down this road. Everything in nature has a natural what? Enemy. The law of opposites. You sitting down, right? If I ask you to get up, do you know there's a war going on with just you rising out of your seat that you don't see? When you get up, you are at war with gravity. It goes to war with you. Because the opposite of up is what? Down. You can't be getting up and sitting down at the same time. Two opposing forces cannot operate at the same time.
Teach, Muhammad.
Do you think an anteater would do 100 million ant march with the ants and do it peacefully? Come on, y'all talk back to me, man.
No, sir.
If the anteater was amongst 100 million ants, what is that anteater naturally gonna do? Oh man, the anteater gonna call the other anteater, man, I'm at this 100 million ant march, I'm getting down. Ooh, I'm full. They come in all flavors too. I got a black ant, a red ant. Do you think a chicken hawk would march with a chicken and not be in opposition?
No, sir.
Oh, brothers and sisters, I can tell you all may not want to hear this one, but I'm saying Caucasians and people of color can't rule at the same time.
Right.
Many of them, I didn't say all of them to those who are looking by Facebook. Y'all tickle me. I hope white people don't listen well. Many of them can't handle black people being in power. I can prove it with one word or two words. President Obama.
Yes, sir. Yes.
What President Obama is not telling you is how many death threats he got. He got more death threats than all the presidents combined. You should see the hate mail that came to him. You should hear them saying, nigga, get out of the White House. And now that he's exiting and Trump is pulled off the mask of civility of many Caucasian people, and now you're seeing what part? See what God did? God allowed a black man to be in power so white hatred could be shown to you again. You thought that as he was president, oh man, hatred is gone. Boy, white people liked it us now. We've been emancipated, proclamated. We buck dancing now. They was mad as hell. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. All over the globe, I need you to stop just listening to CNN. Go listen to Russian news. Go listen to German news. Go listen to British news. Go listen to Australian news. You'll get a different news story. Do you know all over the planet, people of color are rising up? And President Mugabe of Zimbabwe, he rose back into power. He know that Africa naturally belongs to his people. And Caucasians who had controlled the gold mine and the diamond mine, they had farmland. I'm sorry. Guess what Mugabe did? He took it and told white people, get out. And white people, boy, you know they were pissed. They said we wasn't going, and they saw black soldiers show up. Well, you get them out of here. And they got up and they left angry. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad prophesied that Caucasians was going to be asked to leave every continent where they went and conquered that people. You cannot dominate a people forever. Brothers and sisters, I'm sorry. This part of the Bible is coming to life. What part of the Bible are you talking about? This verse. As you have done, so shall it be done unto you. See, that's a law. And I don't care how much you love them, you can't stop that law. It's called karma.
That's right.
If, according to the Bible, if you take people into captivity, you will go into captivity yourself.
That's right.
If you live by the sword or the gun, you will die.
That's right.
See, your heart is too good. You can't carry that out. That's why God got to get you out the way. Well, what weapons are God going to use Ask Minister Farrakhan. He said the weapons of God is nature. Watch hurricanes, watch tornadoes. Every tornado that will hit America is going to hit predominantly white areas, and any black or brown person that's integrated will get hit too. They tell us how terrible Watts is, Imperial Courts, or they tell you how terrible the south side of Chicago is, but it's always strange to me that tornadoes never hit projects. When tornadoes hit in the Midwest, you see Caucasians' houses on top of them. And they're crying. And they're saying, oh God, you're right. Let me say this, man. I don't wish nothing bad on nobody. But I'm glad God is God.
Right. Right.
The lie. Do you know that in the Western world, when they was given rule to reign, that they used the Gregorian calendar? And the Gregorian calendar, that's all I want to talk about. I'm going to tell you, when white people was given the rule, they was able to name everything. They even renamed the planet.
Yes, sir.
Go back to your old history books in the 40s and the 50s. When you studied world history, they called the whole world Asia. Because they knew it was Asiatic. And this is why when Elijah Muhammad was taught by Master Farad Muhammad, he was asked this question: who is the original man? And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad answer was the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. How can the black man be cream? Because like cream, we don't care how much you put your foot on us, how much you put the black, the red, and the brown down. Like cream, we always ride. Oh yeah. Europe used to be called Eurasia. Africa was called East Asia. This was called West Asia. But as they went out to conquer, and for conquering, that white horse started renaming them. They named what we built majestically in the desert of Africa. Our fathers built Abu Hajj, that they renamed the Sphinx. That's right. The body of a lion and the head of a black man with high cheekbones and a broad nose, and Napoleon lined up 21 cannons and shot the nose off. This is where white people get their 21 gun salute from. They robbed our libraries to hide all of the knowledge from us. They took our books and went to Britain and London and they hid it in their library. Why are you hiding books from us, white man?
That part.
Because original man, I'm talking black, brown, and red. Your history go back so far. It would take all the libraries of the world just to hold our history. How old are you, black man, brown man, red man? We don't even know. We just say, I am. That I am. You can't consider the black, the brown, and the red as a race according to the teaching of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, because a race has a beginning and an ending. You don't have no beginning. And you don't have no ending. That's right. What did you do, Caucasians, when you was given the planet? We went to sleep so that you could really get down. Have you ever noticed How many of you have had children? Raise your hand. That you stayed around and raised. Some hands went down. When a child is 2 in the black community, we affectionately call that what twos? Terrible twos. Question. Have you ever fallen asleep on a 2 or 3-year-old and was asleep for 6 hours? What happened when you woke up? Stuff was everywhere. Your children in your home ran amok. The scriptures say, while men slept, the enemy crept in on our planet. Caucasians, what have y'all done since you've ruled? Look at you now. You got to pass a law just to preserve the air. Now that black people are waking up, we're waking up to a messed up planet. Brown people waking up to a mess. The red man been warning us. Kemosabe, treat Mother Earth better. Kemosabe said, the hell with Mother Earth ain't you. White people, you've contaminated the sea. Don't put that on us. You've contaminated the lakes. You've contaminated the rivers. You've contaminated the air. Good God Almighty. God, according to the Bible, even said, your sins have reached the heavens in the form of a satellite. Damn. And some of the satellites don't even work. So now you got trash in space.
Right. Think about it.
Don't put that on us. We don't own no factories. We don't own no plane, no boat, or canoe. We barely got an inner tube. Let's look at what he's done. While Caucasians was in Europe, they went savage, and so they were called pagans. Pagans called everything God. Ain't but one God, but they had many. Y'all ready for this? You say, but you don't. You just repeat what your master said. That's right. That's right. Caucasians who rule say it's 2017. Yes. What they don't tell you, according to the Gregorian calendar, this is how they record history. Everything before the birth of Jesus, they call BC. Listen to me carefully. According to European history, they record history in this wise. Before the birth of Jesus, they call it BC. BC means what? Before Christ. Now Jesus is born. Some scholars say he lived to be 33 years old. Some scholars say no, 36. Fine. He lived. Yes, sir. Let's say he lived 33 years. Then they murdered him. Let's say it like it is. Who murdered him? Europeans. Brothers and sisters, I need y'all to wake the hell up. Yes, sir. Who murdered Jesus? Because some of y'all act like he died a natural death. The damn man was murdered.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Come on, talk. He wasn't just murdered, he was tortured.
Right. Yes.
You could have put the man in the firing squad and shot him, but man, they put thorns in his head. They do you the same way.
Come on.
Talk to him. They nailed his hands. Damn, the man is Jesus. Why you nailed him to the cross? Man couldn't even move his hand. They got you nailed too to your wood.
That's right.
You done name yourself 7 deuce this and 6-4 this and rolling that. You done nailed yourself. Then he nailed his feet. Damn, what did this man do? That you nailed. I'm talking about this happened in Rome.
Right.
Where's Rome? I'm not talking about Rome, Georgia.
Europe.
Rome in Europe. Romans, what did Jesus do to y'all?
Come on.
He came from Africa to help you.
Come on.
See, you don't even realize Palestine is in Africa. They keep trying to move it out of Africa by calling it the Middle East. No, it's Africa.
Come on, Chief.
He had hair like lamb's wool. They couldn't accept him. His feet was the color of brass burned in an oven. The scripture said his eyes was flaming red like the average homie you see in the hood. Our eyes are so red we don't know whether to stop or proceed with caution. You murdered a man. Nailed him. Feet, hand, he can't move. Then you didn't stop. You pierced him in his side. Then you took vinegar and salt and rubbed it into his wound. And you know why they murdered Jesus? For the same reason they want to murder Louis Farrakhan. All he did was told them the truth. I'm about to close. Do you know Europeans did not count the years that Jesus was on earth?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to say it again. This is how they record history. Before Jesus was born, they call it what? Y'all on weed? Before Jesus was born, they recorded history by calling it what? BC. During Jesus' life, they don't record. And after he's murdered, they call it what? AD, after his death. What about the 33 to 36 years, white people? You didn't give us those years on your calendar. Why? Where are those 33 to 36 years? Because those 33 years represent you. In the Masonic order, many Caucasians are Masons.
That's right.
And in the Masonic order, once they get to 33rd degree,
That's right.
they can pretend to be black.
Right.
In the Masonic order, once they get to 33rd degree, they become a Shriner. A Shriner puts on our original father's garments. Oh, man. They throw away the Bible and they pick up the Quran. And they call themselves a Muslim son. They want our religion as theirs. And they practice it in private.
That's right.
What man having knowledge will hide it on the bushel basket? Talk to me, Caucasians. You know we know you. But he called himself a Muslim son because he know we the father. Go to their Masonic lodges. They name them after Arabian cities. They have a tassel, but we make them tie their tassel down because it cannot swing 360 degrees because he can't take 360 degrees of knowledge, so we gave him 33 degrees. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. So in the temple, you should go to the Masonic temple. Go, white people who talking about putting Muslims out. Go to their Masonic lodge. Most of the presidents were Masons. Right. And in their Masonic lodge, they go in and guess what they be in there doing? They be like, Assalamu alaikum. And the other white people say, wa alaikum salam. They in there got our old time religion. See? The truth and the lie went down by the river. The truth and the lie needed to bathe. And the truth and the lie took off their clothes and jumped in the river, and the truth got carried away and went too far out. And when the truth turned around, the lie was getting out of the river, putting on truth clothes.
Come on, brother.
And the truth had to swim back to the shores. And the truth got out the river naked. But he had to put on some clothes to hide his shame. So the truth had to take and put on lies clothes. And ever since then, the white man have been a well-dressed up lie. And while we are the naked truth. Now coming at something. If you add 33 to 217, somebody who didn't go to Crenshaw, do the math. It would be the year 2050.
Come on.
Not only is it not January, because you've been lied to about the months of the year and the days of the week. I'm going to show you how the pagans did not want to give up their paganistic practice. They snuck it in, and now they make everybody without knowing you're worshiping it.
Right.
Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
In the Gregorian calendar, pull out my notes. Do you know the original man and woman? We never described the new year coming in the middle of winter.
That's right.
No. We, because we was connected to God. We judge the beginning of the year with nature.
That's right. Right.
Because in winter, things are dead.
That's right. That's right.
It's a dead season. Because of the snow, because of the freezing, trees lose their leaves and they're budding. So they go in the form of a bud, but there are no leaves. The trees look bare. You would think they're dead. They're not dead. They're like you. They just sleep.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Waiting on the right season for the real Son of God.
Come on, man.
Who would show up with wisdom, knowledge, and we've been asleep for 400 years, and God, from the mind of Elijah Muhammad, gave us a son too. We did not bring the New Year's in until March.
That's right.
At the beginning of flowers blooming, that's really the first of a year. Not in the middle of winter. But the Gregorians, the Greeks, they were ruling, so they had a chance to call the shots. They put your wisdom and threw it away. Remember, they took your books, said, hell with your word.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Because now you're living in their world.
That's right.
Don't be mad, it is. This is white folks' world. I ain't mad. It's about to go out. They make you practice their days of the week, practice their months of the year. Everybody doing it, even Chinese.
Right.
Everybody last night lying. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year, and the planet is froze. Y'all ready for this?
Yes, sir.
In the original Gregorian calendar, there was only 10 months. White folks, in their vanity, added 2. Did y'all hear me? They couldn't take it the way we set it up. So they added 2. It used to, the first of the year used to start in March and end in February. The 2 months that they added was January and February, after naming them after their Greek gods. Because the Greeks had, we'd say, how many gods are there? How many of us agree ain't but one God? How many agree with that? Okay. The Greeks don't agree. There was only 10 months. March used to be considered the first month of the Gregorian calendar. April was considered the second month because April comes from the Latin word aperi. Aperi means second month. Then he came up with May. May was named after the Greek god Maya, the goddess of growing plants. He added in July because they named July after Julius Caesar. Y'all all right? August was the same thing because Julius Caesar had a month, so Augustine wanted a month too.
Come on.
So Augustine added the month of August. Then September is the Latin word for the number 7. So September actually represents the 7th month. You think it's month number 10. How can it be month number 10 and the word means 7? October comes from the Latin word octo, Latin for 8. So October was actually the 8th month. November comes from the Latin word novum, meaning 9. And December comes from the Latin word decem, meaning 10. January was put in from the Greek god Janus. Janus was the two-faced god. Janus could look back at the beginning but also see the end. But also Janus was known as a liar. And this is why when people say you are two-faced what? Liar.
Wow.
And that's all this white world has been, is a world of lying. Deceiving the original people. March also represents the month of war. And it represents the Greek god Hermes. Hermes was a trickster. Hermes had 3 assignments. Hermes, the Greek god. One of his assignments was he was the conductor of death. He could conduct death on people by using medical symbols.
Ooh, you teaching, Muhammad.
And he would conduct death on people in the name of help. He was really killing them, but he had them think he was helping them.
Right.
And that's why Hermes had a staff of 2 snakes going up a pole that you call in America medicine. You don't even realize when your grandmother went to a hospital in the black neighborhood, the new white student who just graduated is getting ready to practice.
Right. Think about it.
And his first operation is on your mama. Because you didn't even ask him for his credentials. He was just a white man with a white coat and a stethoscope and made you believe just by wearing those symbols. Because you believe and got faith in your doctor. That's a religion. Faith in the nurse. That's a religion. That's why the Quran said, take not your doctors. That's a God. That's a God. Y'all all right? Hermes had 2 other assignments. Hermes had to protect. Listen, Hermes protect the liars. Hermes had to protect what?
Liars.
Who's doing the lying? CNN, CBS, Fox. Look at what they're saying now that Minister Farrakhan, and because of social media, they've come up with this term called lying reporting. That if you ain't getting it from us, it's not authentic. Hermes also had to protect the thieves. Let's close with the days of the week. What day y'all think this is? Let's talk to white folks. Let's ask them. Islam is mathematics. And mathematics is in Islam. We would simply just say first day, second day, third day. Because we was into arithmetic. See, Arab word is arithmetic. So it's just the first day, second day, third day. Caucasians, because they were sun worshipers, call this day that you and I are in Sunday because it represents the Greek god of the day of the sun. Monday, which will be tomorrow, represents the Greek god too, Ares and Hermes. Monday is the day they worship the moon. See, what did this book say? Be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathens are dismayed at them. God didn't put the sun, moon, and star up there to be worshipped. God put the sun, moon, and stars up there to be at service to us. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
The sun is at service to you. The sun is under you, not over you. We have power over the sun, and we only use the sun for nutrition, on nutritional purposes.
Come on, brother.
When you're in the sun, it hits your body and your endocrine system, and it helps to stimulate it and strengthen it. You get vitamins from the sun. It ain't to be worshipped, it's to serve you.
That's right.
So they call Monday Moon Day. Tuesday represents Mars. Represents what? Mars was identified as the day or the month of war. Many wars in America was declared on a Tuesday. Not all, but go back and do research. A lot of wars, when we declared it in this country, fell on Tuesdays. Now Wednesday was the day of Hermes, or Woden. Woden is a chief Anglo-Saxon god. Woden was the god of violence, and Woden was the god of insanity. Wednesday. They call Wednesday what day? Insanity Day. Because Wednesday drives you damn crazy. You're trying to get over the hump. A lot of fights break out on Wednesday. Y'all all right, family?
Yes, sir.
I'm just showing you, man. Why they got their paganism all in their world. I ain't mad at them. Even some white folks don't know this. Thursday is Thor's day. Thor is the Greek god of the day of Zeus. You know, Thor had a hammer. But Thor rode on a chariot See? And that hammer, that Thor, was the god of thunder. And it went to war with everything it did not like. I think we got a hammer in the White House. I think he's read in on what day? What day that fall on? Somebody look at your dumb phone. Look up that day. War Day, Tuesday. Interesting. Friday represents Freya's day, or the day of Aphrodite. That is the day of sex let loose. That's a sex day for the Greeks. Because on that day, they free their appetite to do anything imaginable. Oh man, what a great day to know some truth. Saturday is named after the Greek god, one of the sons of Zeus, Saturn. Where they're now worshiping the planet Saturn. They're worshiping the planet Mars. What did the Bible say? Be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathens are dismayed at them. I close with this, man. White people at one time thought the earth was flat. It took black men out of Africa. We came to Europe, and Christopher Columbus had an idea that he wanted to circumnavigate the planet. And Christopher Columbus wanted to find what? India. White people who had went into India had black people in it, blacker than this Bible, with straight hair. That's right. Because before your hair became woolly, it used to be straight. That's right. That's right. That's why your eyebrow hair and the hair on top of your head are two different textures.
Yes, sir.
Your hair went curly when Shabazz took us into the jungles of Africa.
Right.
And you adjusted to your environment.
Right.
And white men was enamored with the beauty of Indian women. They had never seen beauty like that. And a beautiful, in fact, brothers and sisters, if you look at these new beautiful, real dark-skinned models, and just look at them, you'll be like, damn. They're so black, they look like light. You can see light coming from them. They so pretty. In a world that have made black ugly. High cheekbone, beautiful women. Huh? Nice, strong, structured bones. Huh? They walk with the rhythm of nature.
Come on, brother.
Eyes pure white. I got pictures of real beautiful dark-skinned black babies with blue eyes that'll blow your damn mind. Black is black. Go ahead. Come on. And this is why I say black is not a color. Black is a consciousness. So some Africans came when Christopher Columbus was looking at the ocean saying it was flat, and some black men from Africa looked at Columbus and said, "What are you looking at, good sir?" And Columbus with his little microscope said, I want to kind of go out there, but I think the earth is flat. They was like, "Oh no, fool." They taught Columbus. They said the earth is 196,940,000 square miles, sir. It's 57,255,000 square miles of land, sir. 139,685,000 square miles of water, sir. The earth is not flat, it's oblong. In fact, you want to, come on. And they named their ships after black men. The Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria is named after black navigators. Did you know that? We showed him how to get out of Europe. And when Christopher Columbus wanted to take over the hams and not follow our instruction, he got lost.
Right.
That's right.
The problem with the whole world, even among black, brown, and red people, you don't want black leading you.
Right.
You're going to have to come out of there. That's why in the nation, when you join the nation, what I love about the nation is it deniggerizes you. Well, it do. From the time you walk in the door, a black man is saying, fall in. You go like, nigga, fall in. You have to learn to retake instructions from a black man, or a brown man, or a red man, and you fall in and you drill it to the sound of a black man. And the black man is saying, left, face, and you turn it. Huh? You don't like it at first, you resist it at first, and then when you get in harmony with it, ain't nothing more beautiful than seeing a black man rule over another black man, and the rhythm of our energy turning at the same time. So in the nation, we have what is called a preparatory command. Black men and brown men in unity, and you hear the word. Before you turn, he make you look in the direction you're about to turn before you turn. So you hear the word left, and the head snap to the left. Can you imagine 1 million black men at one time turning to look at white folks? That kind of energy coming from us? Caucasians get nervous when they hear this kind of talk because they've never seen us obeying each other. That bothers them.
That's right.
The FOI in the nation, when the police come and our captain walk out, we ain't listening to nothing but him. And a white officer asked one of the brothers, move, and we stay there. White men don't know how to handle that when we don't move. But they're used to black people moving. Say, didn't I tell you to move? Sir, I don't follow instructions from you, sir.
Come on.
What do you mean, sir? Are you in the military? Yes, sir. Whose military are you? I'm in God's army, sir.
That's right. Yes, sir.
You're breaking the law. No, sir, I'm not breaking the law. I am to obey all laws that's enforced on me as long as it don't conflict with my religion, sir. And right now, you're conflicting with my religion, sir. Then Brother Captain Halim come out and said, brother, fall out. And the brother fall out. And the white man is like, oh, yes. Come here, brother. The brother run over to his captain. That's right. And the same thing with the sisters. You ain't seen military until you see a black woman, a brown woman, and a red woman in rank. What's wrong? What's wrong with us controlling our own reality? I hear you. Can white people come in? Why you even ask that question? See how you can't stop considering them?
Come on, wake us up.
They don't let you in. Brother, I love it. That brother said, you all right? I love it. Come on, man. Oh, I like that. Black army, a brown army, a red army. See, they ain't ready for that. So now our sun have come to shine light on us. That sun lives in Chicago.
That's right.
That son be here January the 14th when the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is coming to Los Angeles. He's going to be speaking to the students in Long Beach. And many are fighting against him, trying to get the students not to come to him. Jesus had the same problem. Suffer little children unto me. but thus are the chosen of God. I came to tell you some good news.
Good news.
The good news is, original people are the true people of God, and we are being raised to the top, whether you want to be or not.
That's right.
And we're going to ask Obama, bring your black behind home.
That's right.
Now you got a knowledge of government. Come and be a real president to some real black folks,
That's right. Yes, sir.
brown folks, and Native Americans. You're already ruling the world. Rule only means influence. Snoop is already influencing white students. Huh? Ty Dolla, all these rappers even got white folks pulling their pants down. I seen a white boy with dreads. I just laughed. I said, how does it feel practicing being black?
Right.
He said, I like it. No, he didn't. He said, I'm sorry. No, it's dope. They love our swag.
Yes, sir.
I thank Allah. I'm sorry I offended some of you. You know, but I thank God for this truth.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I thank God for working on me, and I practice loving black and brown and red so long to now it's becoming natural.
Yes, sir.
Huh? God took me by the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad from an unnatural man back to my natural self, and he'll do the same for you.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Come out of her, my people.
Yes, yes.
Be not partakers of her sin. Come back to black. Come back to being yourself. So I thank you in the year 2050.
Right.
I thank you in the 33 years. Thank you, brother. I got one. You wipe your face with it just in case something happens. I always play with my security.
Right.
He ain't married thank you, brothers and sisters. God bless you. Have not a happy. Lean into that. May God bless you out of his bounty
Right.
with what your nature is calling for.
Yes,
That part.
sir.
Yes,
And
sir.
that's peace. You need to be at peace with yourself. There's a war going on in everybody's head in this room. Stop looking on the outside for your enemy, brother or sister. Your enemy is up in your head. When you alone by yourself, who's doing the lying now? See? No. Let this year be the year where the sun is set up in your head. All you need in your head is truth. Now, truth is like bleach. It's going to get rid of all lies. Come back to yourself. Thank you. May God bless you. Assalamu alaikum.
Ladies long, sir.
Y'all all right? I don't know about y'all, but I'm fired up. Thank y'all, brothers. Thank you. Oh, okay. Now I can see y'all. Come on, give yourself a round of applause, man. Brothers and sisters. Was that okay? Were you well taught? Man, that came from the teaching of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Question. How many of you, this is your first time being at a Nation of Islam meeting? Raise your beautiful hand. Oh, look at our family. Look at our family. Honor. Let me tell y'all something. You're really not at no meeting. Guess where you at? This is a family reunion. Huh? Y'all ever heard that song?
Yes, sir.
Family reunion. So glad to be back together. And I'm so glad y'all sitting close together like this, because this is how we came over here. We didn't know each other on that boat. We got to know each other. How many of you believe what you heard today to be the truth and good for us as a people? Would you raise your hand? Oh, thank you. Give yourself a round of applause. That means I did my job. Now, you said you believe. Don't stop. Don't stop at mere belief alone. Brothers and sisters, each one of you, even if it's your first, second, or third time, guess what? You're not here because you just wanted to be. You are here because God wanted you here. We don't believe nothing happens by chance. Because you had it in your mind to do something else today. But you showed up. And what we believe has happened, because after you sit up on the truth for more than 8 minutes and 20 seconds, it has a way of penetrating lives and touching your soul, causing your spiritual alarm clock to go off and say, wake up. Because you can't never. Let me tell you something. One thing I know about the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, once you hear a lecture of any minister in the Nation of Islam, you'll remember it forever. When you can't even remember what your pastor said last week. But you know what choir song, because that's all you went there for. Now, if you believe what you heard today to be the truth, I'm asking you, don't be like the scarecrow. I tried to give you some knowledge that would feed your brain, because all the scarecrow needed to go see Oz was a brain. He was scared to go down the yellow brick road. Nervous, just like you. You were nervous about coming to the nation meeting. You can't say, I ain't gonna let them change me. Say nothing. But you got touched a little bit. I can't touch you. God can touch you. As you're going down the brick road, don't be like that cowardly lion, roaring but was really a pussycat. But when Farrakhan roared, he has a tendency of waking up lion. And the scripture says there's a lion sleeping in Judah. Who will wake him or her? Brothers and sisters, you're a lion by nature. All you need is just a little courage. And you'll stop whapping your face with your tail. But I know this generation have begun to start taking the mannequin challenge. Just like the Tin Man. The Tin Man was frozen in time. The oil was sitting right there. All he had to do is reach and keep himself oiled with wisdom and knowledge so that he could move at the rate and the rhythm and the speed of God. It was just right there. Why didn't you reach and get it? Because it says the mannequin challenge man called the Tin Man didn't have a heart. This is the Joshua generation. You got a heart, you just ain't got the oil. So I'm going to ask you, come on, man, let us help your brain. Come on, that's right. Come on, sister and brother, let us give you some courage. Ain't nothing like having courage, man. We're not mean, but nobody bother us. I love going to meet with white people. We walk in the room, they change, they kind of adjust to us. I like that. Because they know now they different. They'll say, oh, that's the Muslims. We walk in the police station, they don't bother us like they bother you. And we got a big heart for each other. It's not perfect. We slip because we practicing brotherhood and sisterhood. We used to be niggas. That's right. That's right. Selfish, self-aggrandizement, don't like nobody. We have a tendency every now and then the bow tie turn crooked. Yes, sir. That's right. The headpiece ain't straight. That's right. Every now and then that nigga come out of us. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But we stay in the bathtub called the mosque. I'm asking you, those of you who believe what you heard today to be the truth, stand up and come on and join on right now and help Minister Farrakhan get our people. Come on, brother, stand up. Come on, sister, stand up. You say you believe. Come on, family. We can't go nowhere without you. Come on, anybody? Come on, sister. Come on home.
Yes, sir.
Don't let the brothers come. Come on, sister. Come on home. This is your house. We are your family. Come on and learn more. It's all right. Sister may not want to come down, but they want to come in. Any sister that you just don't want to come down, but you want to learn more, raise your hand. Come on down. Sister don't want to get up and raise your hand. You want to learn more about the teachings of good. My sister, the black, want to learn more. Come on, my dear, stand right here, queen. Man. all day long. Man, we tell you, if I could take that smile and package it, I'd make about $1 trillion. And then guess what? We'll Trump. What's your name, dear sister? Sister Pamela. She said everybody call her Queen Nefertiti. She's Rastafari man. Jah man. Nubian Queen man. Rastafari. Yeah. Well, guess what? You getting ready to get high on some wisdom? Come on. We are so honored. That's right. We're honored to have you. May God bless you. There's a class in the nation where it's for sisters only. No man can go in that class. That class is for women. It was set up by God in person.
That's right.
See? And the woman in that class is taught that no nation can rise any higher than its woman. And in that class, only thing God wanted to do is not reconcile woman with another man. God wants to reconcile the black woman, the brown woman, and the red woman with himself. See? So stop looking for a man and not have God in your life. Once you got God in your life, guess what's coming next? A man and every damn thing else you need. But you'll be able to, okay, you're getting a little bit too personal. No, you are. You don't mess around? Good. It's called MGT.
That's right.
And you are welcome to that class. So may God bless you. You know what I like about that class? We don't teach Oprah Winfrey. We don't teach feminism.
That's right.
We teach original knowledge, okay? Sister Pamela, go with this angelic sister next to you. Let's give Sister Pamela a round of applause. Man, look at the black man. Look at the black man. Now, brother, how am I going to do this without you? Come on. Come on. Come on.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to do it without you, brother.
That's right.
Stand up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Brother, don't be overlooking me.
Come on. That's right.
Don't be overlooking me.
Come on.
Brother, leave me alone. Me and him. That's my homie right there. That's right.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
I can't go without you.
Come on now.
He said, get up.
Come on.
He said, get up.
Me and you. Come on home, brother.
He gonna get up.
Come on. You right there, no orange. You too. Come on. I can't go without y'all.
He gonna get up.
Okay.
Come on,
There you go. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. That's all right. Get that brother around. No, he all right. Oh, that's right. Man, let him sit down. Let him have a seat. He's with us.
Yes, sir.
Anybody else? Anybody else? This is unity right here.
Yes, sir.
I love it. I love it and I'm honored. You got a family now, that's right. How? You right, brother.
Right.
What's your name, son? Brother Darion. Honored to meet you, Brother Darion. Thank you, man, for coming. Just come on and learn. Don't worry about nothing. You can't join what you already are.
Yes, sir.
We ain't into no joining.
Say that.
We're just into uniting. Okay? Thank you, dear brother. And your name, son? Shuffler.
Come on.
Honored to meet you,
Yes,
Brother
right.
Shuffler.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, brother. Your smile kept me going when I was teaching. And I appreciate you giving me that kind of energy that helped me through this tough lecture. And God, who are you, sir? Jimmy Ratliff. Ooh, yeah, we got to get rid of that last name. You ain't no rat. It was a rat that gave you the name. But we honored to have you, Brother Jimmy. And you are, sir?
My name Lucky.
Lucky. That is so true. We lucky to have you with us, brother.
Come on, that's right.
I see you feisty, man. I love it.
I'm a cancer, so I'm glad. I'm
Ooh.
glad to be my new family.
Well, thank you, brother.
Somebody that loved me.
Watch out. You ain't seen nothing yet.
That was good.
And your name, sir? Brother Leonard. Man, honored to have you, Brother Leonard. Thank you. You are, sir? Black. That is so real. Beautiful, too. Honored to have you, Brother Black. And you are, sir? Marcus Tucker. This your little brother? Man, glad you with us, Brother Marcus. Thank you. And you are, sir? Derek. Honored to have you, Brother Derek. See, look, man, I feel the energy. I ain't nothing over here but some soldiers, y'all. I don't feel no over here. I got your back, too. Brother Sadiq. What an honor, Brother Sadiq. Welcome home, Brother Sadiq. And you are, sir? Brother Michael Rose. Man, Ross. Feeling you, Mike. The real Michael Ross. Huh? Please. Back then they didn't like it. Now you hot there all on it. Honored to be with you, brother. And you are God? Brother Stephen. Honored, Brother Stephen. Thank you. Come on, soldier. What's your name? Young? Come on, man. Young and restless. You ready? You ready to go down this road? Come on, man. He came with you too? Man, you be bringing them, don't you?
Yeah, I'm right.
Can you bring 10 next week? I challenge you. I bet you won't do it.
I bring more than 10.
You'll bring more 10? Okay. Come on, y'all. Give him a hand. Brother Reed, who's going to take this, brother? Go with this brother right here, y'all. Go with him. Come on, y'all. Give him a hand as they go. I'm going to turn the meeting over now. Come on, y'all. Do better than that. Give him a hand. Oh, goodness. Thank you. Brothers and sisters, what a wonderful, wonderful meeting. I'm going to turn the meeting back over to the capable hands. Ooh. For unto us, a child is born. Brothers and sisters, there's a spiritual birthday today. We have a brother who's born again.
Yes, sir.
A brother who just received what Malcolm received, his ex. Is Brother Eric Jones here? Come on, Brother Eric. Come on down. Come on, move out. Stand right there. Turn your face your back.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Woo! Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Put a little vibration. I mean, the man, he didn't just salute. He want all y'all know I'm with this now. He came to us as Brother Eric Jones. Oh, beautiful, brother. Man, Brother Eric. I mean, you're looking at an ex. That ex removed all the negative out of his life. Meaning, he's an ex-Negro, he's an ex-slave.
That's right.
He's an ex-murderer, an ex-womanizer, ex-liar. Because he's in the nation, he's now have to stand up on truth, even if it's against himself.
That's right.
He's no longer got the white man name, Brother Eric Jones. He's now Brother Eric X Jones. Brother Eric X Jones. At this time, Brother Eric, stand at attention. Come to attention, brother. Come to attention. Face the family. I'm going to ask the captain to come. And the captain is going to pin something on you.
Yes, sir!
Every soldier, Cap, if you would come and pin. Our brother is getting a pin to wear on his lapel. Every black woman or man that kills 4 devils in themselves, they get a pin or a button to wear on their lapel, claiming them as being a new creature. Huh? He's putting off the old man. He's become a new man. When he go back to his hood, they don't even recognize him. They have to look at him twice. Brother Eric, by the power given to me by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, I welcome you as a full-fledged member of the Nation of Islam. I'm going to ask you to give the captain another Chris Hart. Give me one of them. Shake it up. Shake it up. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, what a great new year. Brother Eric, fall out. Big. Fall out, soldier. Boy, that's a new man. That's his teacher. I lost my coffee. Hey, look, I shook one of the brothers' hand. I ain't stole my thing. Oh. Well, they had to hurry up and get their ex, huh? I shook one of the brothers' hand and they stole my coffee. Oh, you found it? Oh. I want to bring you to this roster right now, a great sister in the student ministry. Bring her on, Sister Valerie Muhammad.